Thank you for tuning into 94.3 Radio 1. And Mumbai, I have a powerhouse with me. She's just 14 years old and she's someone who has already performed at the Carnegie Hall, also won the American Protégé in two categories, namely Broadway. And she's also done some music releases and has some in store at the end of this year. And we have Chloe Sarah Dsouza with us on air. And she is going to be performing at the Olyfest at Bandra Fort, which is happening from the 14th to the 16th of November. And she's going to be sharing stages with some of the music legends that we absolutely love. One of them being Indiscreet, then Girish and the Chronicles as well. So, Chloe, how are you feeling and how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It feels like such an incredible opportunity to be performing at something such of such prestige as Olyfest. As a young artist, being a part of something so inspiring as Olyfest is nothing less of a dream come true. The atmosphere is stunning, and I can already tell there's so much happiness in the air. I'm incredibly grateful to be performing alongside such talented artists and sharing my music with a live audience in such a beautiful setting as the Bandra Fort.
Right. So since you mentioned the Bandra Fort and it's an outdoor space, but you've also performed at international stages like the Carnegie Hall. So how is that experience going to be so different for you and what is the vibe that you are going to get to the audiences who will be listening to you?
Well, Bandra Fort is nothing less of iconic. The history and the beauty of it will just add like a timeless quality to the performance. Usually, most of my performances have been indoors, but just having the Bandra Fort, like such an iconic landmark, which I'm so honored to be performing in with the ocean behind me, it's just going to be something so incredible and beautiful.
Right. So, what is your set list going to be like? If we can just give a little tease to our listeners, because you've had some releases which has happened. I was looking to Glow and all of the songs that you've already put out, and there are some releases which are going to happen. I am assuming at the end of this year. So, are you going to give a little tease about those songs, or are you just going to keep it exclusive to yourself and release it later?
Honestly, yes. I want the performance for my set list to feel like me. So I've been working on my newly released songs such as Glow and Best Life, along with some more popular hits, so it's a bit more emotional. I want everyone there to feel music the same way I do and connect through the music.
All right, okay. And who are you personally excited to watch live? Like after your performance is done, is there any artist that you've been looking forward to, or someone you personally love and you would want as a recommendation for our listeners to stay back and watch as well?
Well, I'm gonna be there from the 13th to the 17th, and I've heard of Girish and the Chronicles, who was the semifinalist for AGT, and I honestly can't wait for their performance because I've looked at their auditions and stuff, and they just seem like a really, really great band.
All right, okay. And since you've already had like four songs which have released in the past and you have few more releases which are coming up, how do you think festivals like Olyfest inspire you to create music or write music or the way you think? How do festivals like these help you as an artist?
Well, I always try to perform with honesty and emotion. I want my audience to feel the music, not just hear it. Whether it's through storytelling, interacting with fans, or simply smiling and having fun on stage, I try to share some of that spirit of creativity and the joy that Olifest represents.
All right. So, what is your process of songwriting? Where do you get your inspiration from? Or how difficult is it because you're just 14, so you're in school? How are you trying to balance both of this? Because as an artist, you need to have time on your hands, but you are also keeping education a priority for yourself. So, how are you trying to balance both of it? And if there are kids who are looking up to you, and how do you want to inspire them, or what is the message that you want to give it to them?
Well, for me, I would just say do what you want to do. Go and chase your dreams. Go and pursue what you want to do in life. Don't let anyone try to alter the course of your life. Um, Obviously, with me entering year 10 and having GCSEs coming up, it's been a bit of a struggle combining music with academics, but music is such a passion for me that even for my GCSE options, I've picked music, and it's just so nice and like refreshing for me being able to pick something that I love doing and carrying out as a career.
All right. So, any artist that you are looking up to as like not at the Olyfest, but any artist that inspires you to create music, who would that be?
Well, I've grown up listening to Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and all these timeless classics. They've been such a great inspiration for me. And I remember back when I was just like 11 years old, I used to listen to their songs on repeat and sing for my family. And that's what really started my career and my love for music.
All right. So, can I ask you how young were you when you started getting into music and what inspired you? How supportive your parents are, and when was the first time your parents or anyone around you noticed that what Chloe is very talented and she is going to be a very great songwriter and a singer. So, what was that moment that kind of sparked that interest for you?
Well, I've always loved music in my life. There should be a clip somewhere of me like, singing "Let It Go" when I was 3 at the top of my lungs. I used to play piano for fun, and then when I was around 11, my parents recognized this talent in me and put me for competitions. And then from that, I got transformed into a more global stage, which was Waikopa. And from then, just music has been something that has come so natural to me, and my parents are very, very, very passionate about me as well.
All right, okay. And any stage rituals or any rituals you have before going on stage and performing for an audience, or any ritual you're going to specifically do at the Olly Fest? I just want to know as an artist because me, if I am going on stage, I just say a little prayer to God and I'm just like, I want to have fun first and then share that energy with our, audience. Any ritual that you specifically have that you want to give a tease to our listeners too?
Well, you said it perfectly. God always comes first. I always say my prayers. He's always with me, and with Him, I feel like I can do anything. He gives me courage and faith and lets me believe in myself, even at my darkest of times. Um, Everything that's happened to me has been God's blessing along with hard work, and I couldn't have done it without faith.
Right. So, coming to the your releases which are happening, I want to ask you, can you just kind of share what the music is going to be about, or what's the inspiration behind it, or is there any story that you're particularly trying to narrate through your music that you want our listeners to get a message to?
My music is mainly focused on in real life things that have happened to me. Um, it talks about my struggles, it talks about how to get through the struggles and how to focus on yourself as a person, regardless of what other people think of you.
All right, okay. And my last question to you is any parting thoughts for anyone who's listening to us right now? What would be your message to them, especially for the Ollie Fest, because it's happening at Bandra and it's one of those places that everybody vibes. Like the feeling at Bandra is so magical. It's like even if you're residing somewhere else, the moment you land in Bandra, you feel like you're somewhere else. So what's your message to all our listeners? Your parting thoughts?
So I would recommend everyone who can make it to Bandra, please do. Bandra Fort would add so much depth to all the performances. The setting is so powerful. The sea, the sunset, the walls of Bandra Fort. It creates this big, beautiful calm before the excitement of the show. And it truly inspires me to give everything I can on stage. And it feels like the energy of the place itself is part of the music. I just want everyone to know that you can't do anything without dedication and hard work.
Right, right. I
Come
think
to all the
you
best.
Yes, you've said it very perfectly. Nothing happens without dedication and hard work. And I see you've put in a lot of efforts into your music. I've just followed your page as well. So I am looking forward to seeing you live. I'm hopefully going to be there because it's happening from the 14th to the 16th of November. And also to all our listeners, I just want to say the tickets are available on Book My Show. So go get them, and all the best, Chloe. Can't wait to meet you and also see you performing live. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
94.3.
One world, your station.